Welcome, welcome, welcome to another wonderful day of Daily Antidote Song. Everybody wave to our Facebook Live folks. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are here on the Daily Antidote Song. This is part of the Global Voices Week. Hi, my name is Elise Witt, and I curated this week because I wanted to introduce all of you to my fabulous friends that live around the world. And so thank you so much for joining us for this beautiful day of Global Voices featuring the fabulous Shruthi Vishwanath in India, with more about her shortly. So before we get started, I want to say thank you to Carpe Diem Arts for sponsoring us and bringing us all together here all the time. And this is also Hispanic Heritage Month. More on that soon. But first, let's say hello to everybody in the room. Hello, Joe Razi, who brings us all together. Hello to Shruti. Hello to Erin, our fabulous tech person. I love also when she hosts. Hello, Brian and Becky in BC. Hello, Pat and Kathy in Virginia. Annette and Gitu in Mexico City. I'm so excited. We'll be singing with you on Sunday. Hello, Trish in Victoria. Hoda in British Columbia. Also Nelson. Hello, Sheila in Florida. Jan and Arlene in Berkeley. Julie in Ontario, and Susan and Shari in New Hampshire. Hello, Anne in Knoxville. Hello, Anna and James, beautiful singer in the DC area. Hello, Deborah, dancing in Kentucky, and Kevin dancing in New Hampshire. Hello, Ruth in Birmingham, England, and Sarah in Texas. Hello, hello, Susan in Seattle, Bonnie in Boise, Lindsay, Storm, Amanda, and Miles in Michigan. Hello, Luda and Mark in Victoria, Christiana and Cliff in Vermont. Hello, Linda and Kate in Charlottesville. Hello, Fred in Silver Spring. Hello, Mabel and the Bears in Massachusetts. Hello, Al playing your guitar. Hello, Delhi. Hello, Kumud in India. I believe we met on Sunday. Hello, Sue. Hello, Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hello, Spice in Baltimore. Hello, Veena. I think another friend new to me that I met in India. I happened to go to India on Sunday. It was just a very short trip. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Bob and Ray and Bonnie in Boise. Loriana, Kachina, Courtney in Vermont. And Amos and Ruth. Let's see who else we have here. Hello, Sarada, another new friend for me. Oh my goodness, where did she go? Tom and Brattleboro, Margaret and Darshan in Mumbai, and Shital in India too, I think Rajani. I'm so happy that so many of Shruti friends could be here. LNG and Deborah, who is the person who introduced Shruti to me. Thank you so much for being here from Asheville. Hello, Falguni and Julie in Southern California, and Kat and Suda. I hope I got everyone. Ooh, I just see that Phil came in. Hello, Phil in Totnes, and Bob. I'm not sure if I got Gladys on Prince Edward Island. And Hetal, people are just scooting all around in these squares. It's so crazy, but we are all now here together, together, together on the Daily Antidote of Song. Hello, hello, hello. It's so wonderful to be here again for this wonderful Global Voices Week. We have been traveling, and today I believe we're going quite a ways around the globe. It is, let's see, 12, I think it's 9:30 p.m. in India. Is that correct? 9.5 hour difference. And I have the great honor and pleasure to introduce a new friend of mine. She was in Atlanta for the first time just before the pandemic. She's an amazing swimmer as well as singer. She's a poet. She's an artist. She's an incredible teacher also, and a gatherer of historic voices of folks that have not always been made known, marginalized poets and musicians. But we'll talk more about that. Let's first sing with the fantastic Shruthi Vishwanath from India. Welcome, Shruthi. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you, Elise, and thank you, Jojo, and thank you to everyone who's come from all corners of the world. What a joy to be here with all of you. And when Elise said that we were doing International Week or Global Voices Week, I said, oh my goodness, because 2nd October in India is Gandhi Jayanti, or Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary. And I feel like what better way to introduce India if there's one song that has to encompass all of India, which is an incredibly complex thing to do. I said, oh my goodness, we should totally sync it with the 2nd of October and Gandhiji's birthday, because I think that as a leader, as a visionary, he embodied a lot of things that I think would be so good in the world of today, in our world, in our fragile, fragmented world. And most of you, all of you know what I'm talking about. So I think this is heart to heart. Well, I'm going to jump straight into this poem. It's one of Gandhiji's favorite, perhaps one of his most favorite works, and it was sung every day as a prayer in his ashram, in the Sabarmati ashram. And well, it speaks about the qualities of a seeker, a devotee, a leader, a person, whatever you choose to call it. There are different names. It's a long song, but we'll do the chorus. I'll sing it for you just so you get a little glimpse, and then we'll deconstruct it a little bit and get you to sing along as well. Fantastic. Vaishnava Jana to Tene Kahiye je Peed Paraayi Jaane re. Vaishnava Jana to Tene Kahiye je Peed Paraayi Jaane re. Vaishnava Jana to Tene kahiye je peed parayi jaane re. Vaishnava Jana to tene kahiye je peed parayi jaane re. Par duhkhe upakar kare toye, par duhkhe upakar kare toye, man abhimāna na āne re. Vaishnava Jana to tene kahiye je peed parayi jaane re. Vaishnava Jana to tene kahiye. So that's the chorus, which we'll all sing together. And what I'm hoping is, by the end of it, all of you will sing the chorus with me, and we'll sing right through the song with all of our voices coming in from different parts of the planet. And although we may or may not be able to hear each other in the physical realm, I think the energy of this Zoom room will resonate across. Alrighty, so let's do the words first. And I'll just give the pronunciation. It's Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Tene, Tene Kahiye, Tene Kahiye, J. J is the little junction word between line 1 and line 2. So when you sing line 2, you will sing the J. When you don't sing line 2, you will just sing it till Kahiye. Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye, Tene Kahiye, J. Peed, Peed, Paraayi, Peed, Paraayi, Jaane Re, Jaane Re. Peed, Paraayi, Jaane Re. Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Peed, Paraayi, Jaane Re. We'll do this section, and then if you're feeling adventurous, we'll do the second half of the chorus, but this is enough to take us through the song. Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Vaishnava Janato. Let's do just Vaishnava Janato a few times. Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Tene Kahiye Je, Tene Kahiye Je, Tene Kahiye Je. Combining part 1 and 2. Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Peed Paraayi. Let's try that. Peed Paraayi. That's a simpler way of singing that. Peed Paraayi. If you're feeling adventurous. Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. Peed Paraayi, Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. Vaishnava Janato, Tene Kahiye Je, Peed Paraayi, Jaane Re. If you've kind of got a hang of that, then let's try and be a little adventurous and do the whole chorus. Duhkhe, Duhkhe, Upakāra, Upakāra, Kare Toe, Kare Toe. Duhkhe, Upakāra, Kare Toe. Duhkhe, Upakāra, Kare Toe. मन अभिमान, मन अभिमान न आने रे, मन अभिमान न आने रे. पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए, मन अभिमान न आने रे. And things have a magical way of getting simpler when it's sung. So, पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए, पर दुखे अभिमान ना आणे रे, मन अभिमान ना आणे रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए. That's the little resting point. So let's do that last line again, and then I'll go through all the verses and you can sing the chorus with me. And I know we have a lot of people, including my mom and grandmom, who I want to give a little shout out to, Veena and Krishnaveni, and a lot of community who know this song, so please join me. Vaishnava Jana to Tene Kahiye, सकल लोकमा सहुने वंदे, निंदा न करे केनी रे, सकल लोकमा सहुने वंदे, निंदा न करे केनी रे, वाच काछ मन निश्चल राखे, धन धन जननी तेनी रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए. Wonderful. समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी, परस्त्री जने मात रे, समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी, परस्त्री जने मात रे, जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले, परधन नाव झाले हात रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए. मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जन, मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जन, दृढ़ वैराग्य जना मन मारे, राम नाम शू ताळी रे लागी, सकळ तीर्थ तेना तन मारे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे, पीड़ पराई जाने रे, वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए. वनलोभी ने कपट रहित छे, काम क्रोध निवार्या रे, वनलोभी ने कपट रहित छे, वनलोभी ने कपट रहित छे, काम क्रोध
breath and let that music settle deep into us. Thank you so much, Shruti. Thank you so, so much. It was so amazing to see all the people on the screen singing with you. Of course, everyone here is fluent in ancient Gujarati, um, all of us here. But I want to say a special welcome to all the people from your Music in the Machan. We have a lot of your community here with us today. So welcome everyone. It's so lovely to be joined by, we're joining across the ocean and around the globe, and your music is what is bringing us together. Um, there's a lot of questions, one of which is people wanted to know a little bit more, saying again about the translation of the song and its intention. And then we also really want to hear about your instrument.
Yes, okay. So I will. The instrument is called the Ektara, and just as everyone is perfectly fluent in old Gujarati, this instrument is perfectly logical. It's called Ektara, which means one string, and therefore it has two strings, because usually both of them are tuned to the same one. I tune it to the fifths, and it signifies not just a oneness of the strings, but a oneness of the body with the instrument itself. And so I think a lot of this music and music that I practice, a lot of it is about tuning in deeply within oneself. And I think this for me helps me do that. It's a little pumpkin board with bamboo and a leather cover. So that's the Ektara. Oh, and that's the edge of it, because you can't see the whole of me. Now you know. And the song is by a 15th century poet called Narsi Mehta, who was based in the western part of India in a state called Gujarat, which is also where Gandhiji's roots are. And it speaks about who a true devotee is, or who a true seeker is. And the first lines are that the true seeker knows the pain of others, empathizes deeply with the anguish and suffering of humanity, does good to others without letting pride and ego affect the mind. So that was the refrain that we were singing. And I was just thinking about leadership and everything that we're going through, and wouldn't it be lovely to have leaders of that caliber who can really empathize with suffering, especially because at a time when there is so much of it around, and just knowing that you can help without all of the pomp and glamour that usually accompany something like that in most parts. And I know I'm speaking across, it's not just one region of the world or the other.
Yes, if we think of leaders not as the ones that are up there and the high levels, whatever that we put, on these whatever these in these offices and these pedestals, but each of us as leaders in our community. I mean, I think we are the leaders, and we are the ones to take this, and isn't music one of the most powerful ways for us to both join as community, but also to lead? I think during the pandemic, I have been learning from so many song leaders, and we are connecting in ways. I mean, the way the Daily Antidote of Song has brought us together with so many different people, so many different song leaders. And we don't just lead songs, right? The song is the secret way in that we have. So yeah, thank you so much for bringing us that. And one of the things that I think is so powerful about your music is that you have done such deep study and work of marginalized poets and musicians, and also especially women poets and musicians. Do you want to say anything more about that, and also about your gathering that you have every day? There's a Indian Daily Antidote of Song, everyone.
and it runs for an hour, 6 days a week. So I'll speak about, I mean, for me, I think it's always been about what can my music bring to light. And I think that question has been important, and what are the values that one's music stands for. And I'm very, very lucky to be brought up in a land where there are so many extraordinary pillars of poetry and song to lean on. So Narsi Mehta is from an era that is now called the Bhakti movement, where a lot of poets, ordinary people like you and I, took almost a spiritual revolution in their hands. They said, my goodness, why does this philosophical, spiritual wisdom have to be in the hands of a select few, the privileged ones? And so ordinary men and women doing everyday chores, doing cobblers and fisher people and accountants and men and women across all ages, they spoke about oneness with the divine, and they said we don't need any intermediary. And the leadership that you were speaking about, Elise, I think is truly embodied in this time period, and we have a rich documentation of this 8th to about 17th, 18th centuries, and it's across Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist traditions in what we now know as South Asia or the Indian subcontinent. And I feel like it's so important to lean into this wisdom when at a time like ours. And the women have written as well, and of course because of history and the way it works, women's voices have typically been erased faster than the men's. And so I work with a lot of poets from that era, a lot of female poets, and bring out their voices. And the struggles, the triumphs of that time are surprisingly relevant today. Maybe a little sadly, or maybe there's hope, because we're all fighting the same battles and perhaps winning. One day we will win.
I just wanted to let the community know how I met Shruti. I met her through a wonderful world-renowned bee expert. And I'm sure there's much more I can say, but Deborah Roberts in Asheville, North Carolina, has been friends with Shruti because I believe they met in India, right? And Deborah
Yes.
was working with bees in India. And anyway, Shruti was invited to come to the United States for a residency in upstate New York. And so it's a big trip, right, to come from India. So she asked her friend Deborah, where else can I go? And so Deborah connected Shruti with me in Atlanta. And she came here, and she was a guest at my school at the Global Village Project, and she had all the girls singing with her. It was so beautiful. And as a side note, I did tell Joe and Aaron this earlier. Shruti is an amazing swimmer. She can do the butterfly, like the big butterfly thing. So that's an important fact about her to know. Um, and she, I believe you went to California. You left an hectara with a 10-year-old protege
Yes.
there. Yes.
Yes, there's an Ektara lying somewhere in LA, in the LA region, with a 10-year-old who wants to sing. So, yeah, who knows?
The music and the work and the beauty of it is you're spreading the seeds around the world. Um, do you want to let people know about this music in the Machan that you do every single day except one?
Oh yes, so we have an Indian version of the Daily Antidote of song. It's called Music in the Machan. The Machan is a little bamboo structure and open bamboo structure where everyone is welcome. And so, of course, we're doing it on Zoom Bamboo right now. And you're welcome. I think it is 11:30 p.m. Eastern time,
Yes.
and it runs Monday to Saturday India. So I'm guessing that's Sunday through Friday in the United States. So you can do the maths, but you're more than welcome anytime, whenever you feel like popping on. We have a lot of the community from the Machan has actually come out in support today, and I'm so grateful.
Yes,
The
we're so happy to
Machan
have.
and my Kabir families are here.
Yes, it's wonderful to have all of you here. Welcome. Um, if there's anything else you'd like to say, please do. We are ready to sing with you again. Maybe we can just do the chorus several times to so that everyone can leave with that beautiful sound going out.
Fantastic. Let's do it. I just feel like as you sing today, let's put out the energy of the leadership in our hearts and just wish this is a prayer for all the leaders in office or in our homes who, and may the light shine. वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए
Breathe. Breathing all together. Thank you so much, Shruti. What an honor, what a pleasure, what a beautiful gift you've given us with this music and this glimpse into histories, herstories and histories of music. Oh, well, tomorrow on the Global Voices, we are going to travel to Cuba and we are going to sing with Lisette Rodés and her sister Judith and me. And we're going to do something very unusual. I have not told Joe this yet, but we are going to all be in the same room. You are going to hear live, real harmonies together, three people singing and playing Cuban percussion instruments and singing a beautiful call and response song that's very simple and a song of gratitude. And on Sunday, we are going to finish out with the fabulous Gitanjali Jain, who from combining India and Mexico. So she is living and coming to us from Mexico City, but her father is from India. So we are very excited to sing with her on Sunday. This has been an amazing week of Global Voices, and we're continuing into Hispanic Heritage Month. And I'm going to continue hosting on Monday with Colleen Catau, who is going to be singing music from Colombia. And there's going to be more Hispanic heritage all week long. And I'm going to finish on Sunday with someone that we just met yesterday, Valentina, who is the niece of Beomar that we sang with yesterday. She is an amazing singer. And Joe said, can we just ask her to sing with us? That's Joe Rossi for you. So Valentina is going to join us a week from Sunday. on October the 10th. So we have so much wonderful music. Every day is an amazing day on the Daily Antidote of Song. And I want to say thank you to Shruthi and thank you to everyone on Facebook Live. Let's all wave to Facebook Live, folks. Thank you for coming in. All right. Thank you, of course, to Aaron Geyer for